welcome back to my channel. This is Haley, and for today's video we're going to talk about the requirements that you would need for the green card here in the US, and it's also known as AOS, which is Adjustment of Status. So I'm actually going to have my interview on Monday, March 16. So I have prepared all the requirements that I need for my interview. So I have a lot. This is the original envelope, and I have my photocopy here in this. And of course, do not forget, you need a photo album to take to the interview. Okay, so I hope that my interview will go well on Monday and that I will be approved, and I will let you guys know. I will make another video about my experience during the green card interview. It's my first time, I've never done it, and it's probably going to be the same as the K1 interview back in the Philippines. So these are the requirements. Don't worry, I will put them in the I will put text on my videos so that you guys will know, and that you guys will know the requirements too, and read the requirements on the screen. So basically, you should bring your husband and wife with you to the interview. Who would leave their husband and wife behind, right? But anyway, yes, that's the important thing, okay? Bring your husband and wife with you to the interview. But in some cases, I know a friend of mine, she's married to a military guy, and apparently her husband did not come with her during the interview, and that's probably an exception. So if you have a military husband, it's probably exempted, because if you're assigned to something, you cannot, sometimes you cannot attend the interview. Okay, so that they are exempted. Okay, so make sure that you bring this interview notice. So this form I-797C, which is a notice of action. This will be sent to you probably 1 month ahead. 1 month, before your interview. Okay, this was sent to me last month, February 30. So I have plenty of time to, sort out my requirements, and I advise you guys to sort everything out before your interview, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to rush. Okay, so especially if you don't have work yet, and if you don't have work, you have plenty of time to make sure that you have all the requirements, and most of it is just going to be photocopy. It's just the same thing like what we did in the K1 visa. Okay, it's just photocopy. So make sure you bring a government issued photo identification. This is your social security number, your state ID. So I got my state ID the other day, and you just had to pay, I think it was $35 for the state ID, since I didn't have my driving license yet. Driving license ID. But if you do have that, then that's good. You can bring that with you to the interview. So you can bring your state ID, your social security, any government issued photo identification with your married name. Okay, with your married name. Okay, so you need to also bring your completed medical examination and your vaccination in a sealed envelope, unless already submitted. Now this is the brown envelope. That's probably we had to give to the embassy in Manila before coming here, and we already submitted that. Okay, unless you haven't already submitted that, you would need to bring a copy of your medical examination form, and you need to also bring your affidavit support, which is a form I-864, with all required evidence, including the following: for each of your sponsors unless already submitted. So we have already submitted this before our completed affidavit of support. Okay, and another most important thing that you need to bring your income tax return, which is your husband, but it should also include you in it. Okay, for the most recent tax year. So last year, Josh included me in his tax return because we're married. Okay, that is important that you are included in his tax return or her tax return. If you are working, you need to bring a letter from each current employer. So 2 months ago, I was working and I got my pay stubs. However, I'm not working now because of what's happening right now. They closed down the business. But if you're working, make sure that you have letters from each employer. It has to verify your current rate of pay and average weekly hours and your pay stubs for the past 2 months. So I'm bringing my pay stubs to let them know that I worked last month. Okay, and make sure that you have evidence of your sponsors or your co-sponsors' United States citizenship, which is probably their passport and their SSN. And all documentation establishing your eligibility for lawful permanent resident status, and that is important too. You'd also need to bring your working permit ID and your Advance Pro. That is combo. It's only one card and that is combo, so you don't have to worry. So make sure that you bring that with you. Okay, unless you just have to bring that with you. Make sure that you have your passport. Okay, make sure you have a photocopy of your K1 visa port of entry. Okay, that should be on a different page in your passport. Anyway, so don't worry, I will put a picture on the side so that you guys will know what I'm talking about. But I'm sure that you guys know what I'm talking about. So you need to bring that. Your Advance Pro, I already mentioned that one. So your birth certificate, that is also important. Bring your birth certificate, okay? Oh, I also forgot. You need to bring your Form I-94S, which is arrival document. And you should bring that with you. Your birth certificate, your petitioner's birth certificate. Okay, so if you have children, bring your birth certificate for each of your children. If you have children in your past relationship. So certified copy of your marriage document, bring that with you. Okay, your spouse birth certificate. Okay, if your spouse or you were ever married before, you need to bring your divorce and death certificate. Okay, birth certificate for all children of this marriage and your custody papers. If you have that, bring it with you. Now, this is the most important of all, is supporting evidence of your relationship. Okay, they want to know that you guys are still living together and that is not a fake marriage, right? They want to know, yes, your tax returns, your bank statements, your insurance document. For me, I don't have insurance yet, and that is okay. I have heard a lot of my friends who don't have insurance yet, so you don't have to worry about that. And some of my friends, they say it's important that you have insurance document, but for me, the strongest proof is lease. Okay, lease, and your photos, and of course your tax returns. All right, your tax. So if you have insurance, that's good. I don't have insurance yet because I want to. It's expensive, and if I have my own work, I will pay for my own insurance. Right? You need your property documents, such as your car or house, if it's under your name. Not your name, but if your husband included you in his car or house, etc. Your rental agreements, utility bills, if it's under your name, credit cards, contracts, leases, photos, Any other documents that you think it will be strong, okay, strong proof. And make sure that you bring original or a copy of each supporting document. And if you have been arrested before, bring the related police report and you will find a court disposition for each arrest, even if the charges have been dismissed or not. Okay? And if you have a translator, you can bring that with you, but make sure that he or she is fluent in both languages. Okay? So yeah, and of course do not forget your photos here. So I'm gonna bring this with me. So these are our wedding photos. Make sure you bring a lot. Okay, that will also serve as strong proof in your dates if you have been in dates with your fiance. And of course I have my scrapbook. My scrapbook to show that the whole photos. I'll bring this with me too. So thank you guys for tuning in to this video, and I hope that this will somehow help you in preparing your green card interview. And it's pretty much easy. It's like the K1 visa, and we already done that before. But basically in the green card interview, I think they will just ask a bunch of questions, like they're probably just gonna ask photos and some questions about my fiance and I hope that it will go smoothly, just like the K1 visa interview. So I will let you guys know my experience. I will make another video about that, so please comment down below and subscribe to my channel, guys, if you haven't already. And take care, everyone. Have a good day. Bye for now.